Well, hello. It is week 3 of our CSA unboxing videos here in 2022, the summer of 2022. And we've been having a pretty busy day. We were down at the farmer's market for quite a while today, working on other stories and other things going on in Canton. I was just reading my St. Lawrence Plain Dealer, which is based here in Canton, and it's all about everything happening in Canton. This issue just came out. It has a Friday, July 8th publication. Got a story about water things going on in Canton. I'm sorry, Canton. Here's a story about Canton, Montana. Didn't know that was a thing. Big picture of big wheel racers. You know, the other thing I didn't mention last week is our sports section is pretty good. And this week features a story on Meg McGovern, a swim coach at Canton High School, who has 119 straight dual meet wins. That's not too bad. Whole big thing on her. She was named the NISFS and NIFSS Northeast Regional Girls Swimming Coach of the Year. That's the New York State, you know, PHSSAAA thing. So pretty cool. All in the St. Lawrence Plain Dealer. Dial this number to get your subscription. You know how much it costs if you subscribe to it? Less than $1 an edition. It's $49 for 52 of these things. So do that. And because it's the kind of thing that I do that lets me eat. And speaking of eating, here's some of the stuff that we did with the vegetables that we picked up last week at the Kent Family Growers CSA stand at the Canton Farmers Market. And here's some of the stuff that we saw at the Farmers Market today.
Hey, that's me weighing some broccoli. That's exactly 1 pound. There is the green board that lists all the items that are available for people at the CSA stand. How about some curly, queued up cucumbers? And there's some nice chard and other greens. You can see some Napa cabbage back there. How about some beets and radishes? It was a great day. Here are some scallions and garlic scapes that I sauteed up to make an omelet that turned out looking like an omelet, which is something that doesn't happen with me. Here's a salad with some salad turnips in it, and our pasta salad made with our garlic pesto.
Wasn't that fun? It seems like it was a long time ago. We're here in the neighborhood, and what happens in the neighborhood during the daytime is people mow their lawn, so we can deal with that. Don't forget to get your Canton Plain Dealer, St. Lawrence Plain Dealer. Let's look and see what we have for vegetables this week. You know what we got right off the bat? There was, actually I thought there was only one left, so I grabbed it, and then I saw later that there was another big bin on the side. But this is our first of the year, and this is this red lettuce, red-headed lettuce. Be able to get this. It's, you know, the lettuce grows in that sandy soil, and then once you pick up a head of fresh picked lettuce, you feel the grit of the sand on your fingers for the rest of the day. Unless you wash your hands, I could try that. So there's our red leaf lettuce. Doesn't that look delicious? I can't wait to get that into a salad. Speaking of greens, were we speaking of greens? We got a lot of greens this week. Early in the year, greens is what it's all about. This is chard, I'm pretty sure. It's got the colorful ends to it, the yellows on one side and the reddish pinkies on the other, and the greens, of course, are there. Lots of greens are good for your soul. While we're speaking of greens, this is some curly kale that we've not gotten yet this year. Another version of kale, which looks good. I'm sure it tastes good. What else do we have? Oh, once again, broccoli. 1 pound of broccoli, and for some reason, 2 weeks in a row, 1 pound of broccoli came out to 2, you know, normal size crowns and 1 little crown. I've been putting these in stir fries I've been putting these in stir fries this week, and I think I'll continue to do that. I just barely cook them. They're just like, I've touched them with the heat, but they're still crunchy and delicious. Cilantro, I think. Yeah, that's cilantro. I was trying to decide if I needed to get more garlic scapes, but I did not, because we have tons of them from the last two CSA hauls. We have a whole bunch of, as you saw in the photos of the food that we made this week, we have a whole bunch of pesto, and we'll be eating that for quite a while. We have some of it frozen, so it will last us probably the rest of the summer. I don't need to get any more garlic scapes. But cilantro is a great thing to add to just about anything, a good accent herb, as they call them. And we got, oh, so this is an interesting thing. You know, I talked about the different zucchinis and summer squash. Well, on the big board, if you looked at it real quickly, even though they're not the same thing, included in with the zucchinis is cucumbers. It says cukes and zooks because it rhymes, and so it's cool. But they're not the same thing. But you get 4. So I got 2 cucumbers, and now let's say I picked one that wasn't the greatest, but it'll be good mostly. These cucumbers are kind of crazy, and you saw I don't know if we showed that picture, but they're in the curlicue stage of cucumber growth. The early ones are like that. They straighten out as the season progresses. And 2 stripy summer squashes to make up my 4 cukes and zooks. And these are going to be really good. And that's what we have for vegetables this week. We were able to take 6 things, and I believe that was 6. I'm not very good at counting. Got a lot of response for the unusual food pairings last week, so we're going to do it again. As I said, I found this in an article on the Reader's Digest online magazine, and there were several things, and we'll go through most of them, I think, before the summer is over, because it's kind of fun. I'm not really looking forward to this one, but I'm doing these in order, so let's go. I do have my napkin here, my brown paper bag. What's inside? Again, a banana. This banana, again, is like, this is the last day that this banana should be eaten. I think it's starting to brown up a little bit, but it's going to have that full banana flavor. You know, this is not going to be one of those green bananas that you can barely taste the banana in it. Let me get it started here before I pull out the sauce that we will be applying. We're going on, you know, it's a condiment trend. This is a little container of ketchup. So we're going to have a little banana and ketchup treat today. It'll look like banana with like strawberry jelly on it, which would be a good thing, wouldn't it? Okay, so I'm going to dip that in there. Well, again, if you like salty bananas, this is not a bad flavor. You basically taste the ketchup, and then the banana comes in later. And so that's it. Not very exciting. I guess if you really like ketchup and you're looking for any excuse to put ketchup on something, a banana is something you can put ketchup on. We have solved that mystery. Whether you would want to, again, is well, it's kind of up to you. Thanks for tuning in to our CSA unboxing video, and we'll be back next week with another banana. I don't know. I haven't read that far down the article.